Have you ever heard of Sir Isaac Newton? He's a really famous person in science. In your science textbooks, you might have seen a picture of a person under an apple tree. And that's because Isaac Newton figured out by watching an apple fall straight down from an apple tree that there is such a thing as gravity. And he was also able to prove that the earth rotates around the sun in an ellipse and that the moon rotates around the earth, and all kinds of other really important things that became an essential part of our astronomy studies. He was a famous mathematician. He actually invented new kinds of science and new kinds of math called calculus. He noticed that light sometimes would show certain colors of the rainbow. And he figured out that light is actually made up of all the colors in the color spectrum, that light is made of particles, and that light can even be refracted, which became a really important part of developing telescopes and microscopes and other things that we just absolutely rely on in medicine and modern science. What a lot of people don't know, though, is that it all started under his apple tree. You see, Isaac Newton figured these things out when he was home from school. His school had been closed. He was in social isolation from an epidemic called the bubonic plague. You know, God does not promise us that nothing bad will ever happen to us, but God does promise that He is with us no matter what. I always wear this bracelet that says, "And lo, I will be with you always, even until the end of the age." Or perhaps you might be interested in hearing it from Psalm 28, verse 7. "The Lord is my strength and my shield. In Him my heart trusts. I am helped, and my heart exults, and with my song I give thanks to Him." You know, when you have extra time, the good Lord is with you. It's a good thing to think, to dream, to imagine, to talk to God. Isaac Newton did all of those things while he was home from school on social isolation. And by allowing his mind to rest and to think, he was able to become one of the most important people in scientific history. So, how about you? Maybe this is your time to think, to dream, to imagine, to pray. Ask the Lord what He wants you to learn from this very special time. Will you pray with me? Dear God, thank you for scientists who are working to keep us safe. Help us use our time of social isolation to learn, to think, to imagine, and to pray. Help us believe that you are with us always, and that you can bring good things out of all situations. In Jesus' holy name, amen.